Welcome everyone. In today's video we're going to review the game between Mikhail Botvinnik and Jose Raul Capablanca. This game was played in 1938 in the Netherlands. Capablanca, who was the world champion for many times, and Mikhail Botvinnik, who was the pioneer of Soviet chess and the revolutionary player that laid the groundwork for the Soviet chess school, and he raised many of the greatest chess players of all time. So this is the battle of generations. It happened in 1938 in the Netherlands. Botvinnik has the white pieces, Capablanca has the black pieces, so let's begin reviewing this game. Now, d4 played by Botvinnik. Botvinnik really liked to play the queen's pawns opening because it gave him the chance to play c4 and playing for the Indian game. Now, Capablanca was really interesting chess player. He also liked these kinds of ideas, so he decided to play this Nimzo Indian defense. After e3, pawn to d5, and a3, we get into this position where Nimzo Indian defense turns into this, and this is one of the most theoretical chess positions of all time. After this, now bishop to e3, d3 is probably very natural, and after castles, in this position, the black's idea is to put the bishop on a6, trade these bishops, and create the dark square, light square weaknesses. And also the black bishop is very restricted because the pawns here are split. So the Capablanca's idea here would be to trade the very only good bishop that white has and could win the game after that. So Capablanca goes for that idea, bishop a6, trade. And one of the things going for white is that this knight is isolated and this pawn is also isolated. It doesn't have pawns that can guard this center pawn, so it can be undermined by white's pieces. Queen to d7, pawn to a4, very nice move by Capablanca. Botvinnik, sorry, preventing move b5 by playing this move and also restricting queen's moving here. Very nice move. Now rook fe8 played by Capablanca. Queen goes to d3, pawn goes to c4, queen goes back to c2, knight goes back to b8, and I think knight going to b8 is a very critical move in this position. I think knight to b8 is an amazing move, I've got to say, by Capablanca, but I think for a different reason. I thought that after Capablanca went and played this move, I thought that he was going to bring his knight in the center along here to pressure the squares that are here. But Capablanca played a different idea, and I think that almost decided the game that we are reviewing right now. Now rook ae1 played by Botvinnik, knight goes to c6. As you can see, Capablanca's idea is to go knight b3. But it takes a very long time for knight to breach this square. So after that, knight goes to g3, and as you can see, Capablanca is getting ready for that knight jump. So now Botvinnik is just preparing, and even though knight reached the b3 square, it doesn't really control the squares other than that. Even though Capablanca is going to win the pawn here, it doesn't really serve the purpose. But before knight come here, Botvinnik played f3, knight here, and he's really going to exploit this square and going to explode the center by playing move e4. So e4 played by Botvinnik, and now queen takes a4, pretty normal move, and now pushing the pawn even further by Botvinnik on e5. Knight goes to d7, queen goes to f2, another magnificent move by Botvinnik. He goes in this square because he wants to push the pawn to attack the king of black. So I think queen f2 is amazing move. Now g6, f4, and now f5 played by Capablanca, weakening these dark squares. Even though dark square bishop cannot really get into the position, the knight and the queen can. So en passant by Botvinnik, another great move after knight takes, another pawn move, another pawn attack by Botvinnik, which is f5 after rook takes e1, and then f takes e1, rook comes across, And another great move by Botvinnik, rook e6, meaning that you can't really play other move than taking the rook. It's the only move that you can play in the position, but it's a very bad one, because after this the knight is hanging, and now even though king goes to g7, queen f4 just utilize this square on c7, and it creates attack on the black pieces. Queen goes to e8, and now queen c7 check is probably deadly for the black pieces, but Botvinnik misses that move and plays a pretty normal move, which is queen e5. So this move isn't really as deadly as the queen c7, but it's still an okay move. But still has advantage. Queen e7 played by Jose Raul Capablanca. Now now we get into this position where amazing move played by Botvinnik. I think that this is a brilliant move, sacrificing the bishop. You can't take the bishop. You can take the bishop, but you have to defend the position like a beast. So Capablanca takes the bishop, and after knight h5 check, pawn takes, and now Capablanca, as you can see, has a 7-point advantage. But this 7-point advantage can be gone in like 5 seconds. After queen g5 check, king goes to f8, queen takes f6, and as you can see, the position is almost over, because the advantage that black has is knight, which is serving no purpose here. Knight is doing nothing, and king is almost threatened, and only thing that black can do here is to hope that he can give perpetual check. So Botvinnik playing and calculate this amazingly. Now e7, threatening just checkmate. So only thing that black has in this position is to give checks until king runs to safety. Queen c1 check, king goes to f2, another check, king goes to g3, another check, king goes to h4, another check, king takes the pawn here, and few moves later, after queen e4 check, g4, queen e1 check, and in this position, after king h5, there is no more checks other than sacrificing your queen, and you're gonna lose this game as black pieces. So in this position, Jose Raul Capablanca resigned because there is nothing to do. Anywhere you move, you're gonna be met by the check on f8 and almost ending the game. The best move in the position, I think, is h6, because h6 delays the checkmate. After this g6 check, the game is still over. After king here, and now promotion, you're just gonna lose the game. And yeah, this is how the game ended. After this king h5, the game ended. Very nice game. Jose Raul Capablanca just crushed his opponent. Botvinnik crushed his opponent, which was Jose Raul Capablanca. Very amazing game. This is how Mikhail Botvinnik, the chess revolutionary player, destroyed Jose Raul Capablanca. Thank you for watching, and check out many of the videos that I have about many other grandmasters. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.